Ever wondered how a simple sentence can dramatically change with just a few descriptive words? Adjectives are the secret sauce that spice up our sentences. They are words that modify nouns, providing more detail or creating a vivid picture in our minds. Consider the difference: the bag versus the small red bag. Just by adding small and red, the image of the bag becomes more specific and intriguing. It's not just any bag. It's a petite, scarlet accessory catching the eye. Now let's dive deeper into how these descriptive words line up in a sentence. When you use multiple adjectives, do you just throw them in randomly? Or is there a method to the madness? Well, let me assure you, there's a very specific order that adjectives follow in English, and it's not as chaotic as it might seem. Imagine you're describing an object, let's say a clock. Not just any clock, but a particularly special one. How would you describe it? The order in which you place adjectives before the noun matters a great deal and follows a specific sequence. It's commonly remembered by the acronym QUOSASCOMP. This stands for quantity, opinion, size, age, shape, color, origin, material, and purpose. Let's break these down with some examples. Starting with quantity, we might have two or several. For instance, you might say, I have 2 clocks. Next is opinion, which includes adjectives like beautiful or ugly. Adding to our example, you might say, I have 2 beautiful clocks. Following opinion, we have size. Adjectives like big or small fit here. So our example grows, I have 2 beautiful big clocks. Then comes age, with choices like old or new. Our description extends to, I have 2 beautiful big old clocks. Shape follows with descriptors like round or square. Thus, I have 2 beautiful big old round clocks. Color is next. You might use red or blue. Now our sentence reads, I have 2 beautiful big old round red clocks. We then specify the origin, which could be American or Victorian. So, I have 2 beautiful big old round red American clocks. Material comes next with options like wooden or silk. This leads us to, I have 2 beautiful, big old round red American wooden clocks. Finally, we end with purpose, which often relates to what the object is specifically used for, like fishing and fishing boat. For our clock, it might not apply, but it's useful for items designed with a specific function in mind. Bringing it all together, if we were to describe a special clock, we might say, a lovely old Italian silver clock. Notice how smoothly the adjectives flow when they are in the right order? Remembering this order can seem daunting, but with practice, it becomes second nature. Let's put these rules to the test with some practical examples. Imagine we have a simple noun, car. Now, let's enhance this by adding adjectives to see how the sentence evolves, and feel free to guess where the next adjective might fit before we reveal the correct position. We start with car. Simple and straightforward. Now let's add an adjective to give it a bit of history. We get an old car. Notice how old immediately gives us a sense of the car's age, adding a layer of narrative. Next, let's introduce a touch of aesthetics. What if this car isn't just any old car, but it's also quite striking? Now we have a beautiful old car. The word beautiful slots in before old to emphasize its appearance before its age. But where was this beautiful old car made? Let's sprinkle a bit of geographic flair into our description. It transforms into a beautiful old Italian car. Italian fittingly comes after old, as it describes the origin, which is less immediate in perception than beauty or age. Finally, let's make this even more specific. What if this car isn't just any vehicle, but a symbol of speed and style? We end up with a beautiful old red Italian sports car. The color red comes just before Italian, which is specific to the type of vehicle, sports car, rounding out our fully detailed description. Practicing these examples will help you master the art of descriptive writing. Now that we've explored the intriguing world of adjectives and their order, let's take a moment to recap the essential points we've covered. Adjectives, those descriptive words that spice up our sentences, are not just thrown together haphazardly. Recall the acronym QUOSASCOMP, which stands for quantity, opinion, size, age, shape, color, origin, material, and purpose. This sequence helps in placing adjectives in a way that naturally makes sense to English speakers. For example, saying 3 beautiful large old round blue French ceramic serving bowls follows this rule perfectly. Understanding and applying the correct order of adjectives ensures that our descriptions are not only clear but also aesthetically pleasing and effective. It enhances the listener's or reader's comprehension and keeps the communication crisp and engaging. So next time you describe something, you'll know exactly where each adjective should go. Happy describing!